Lebanese Ether, Freestyle Drive. I'm back on Staten Island. I'm here with an amazing artist. Right here, my man got a new album out. It's a re-release of a previous project, but he also got some new material out. My man Dru Gunn. What's going on, my man?
Going on,
all right.
my guy?
How are you, my brother?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
I'm out here in Shaolin right now.
Yes, sir.
So you a Shaolin representative? Or?
Yes, sir. That's by way of Brooklyn, New York, Sunset Park. You know the
I was
vibes.
talking about that. So the early years was in Sunset?
The early years was in Sunset. After Sunset, it was Park Hill. So literally, this is some statin shit.
No doubt, no doubt.
Hillside, to be exact. Side block. Yeah, y'all know the vibes.
Happy to link up with you today, my man.
Most definitely, brother.
I know you just, no doubt. We're supposed to have been doing it, you know,
Facts,
but I'm
man.
happy it worked out now because I know you just re-released one of your projects, the previous project, because
Yes,
I Don't
sir.
Give a Fuck? Or
Because I Don't Give a Fuck. That was a fun, hilarious project. So that shit pretty much came together in the span of like 3 weekends.
Wow, okay.
And there was no concept to it. It was literally like, let me get out how I'm feeling, and then
Is that why it's called Because I Don't Give a Fuck?
I don't give a fuck.
You,
'Cause I
really,
knew
you didn't give
people,
a fuck at the moment, huh?
I knew people were gonna be like, yo, there's not something to follow. Bro, I don't give a fuck. This is my therapy. You would rather have me record than release something on one of y'all. Pause for the weirdos.
Okay.
But you know, you would rather have me put this anger in music than on your face. You feel me?
Wow,
Yeah.
I hear you. So it's
one of those
therapy
things.
in a way, it's therapy
Yes, sir.
in a way.
Oh, it's
Get things off your
music
chest.
and hip hop in general has always been therapy for me because growing up in the part of Brooklyn that I grew up in the 90s wasn't pretty. It never was. It was always any
Wild,
given day. Yeah, wild is an understatement. Any given day, the block could turn upside down. So when we went inside the house, moms kept that shit outside. And music was, you know, how we all connected, whether you heard Southside, Merengue, Bachata, freestyle, house, hip hop, R&B, rock and roll. You knew that there was music. And that music always kept us centered. Like I can literally remember times where shit got crazy. And that music would center the entire house and the entire environment. You would feel the energy switch.
How long you been rhyming for?
Oh my lord.
Did you start in Brooklyn or did you start
I started in Brooklyn. Actually, my older brother Chris. Shout out to my brother Banks. He rhymed, and he still rhymes. He's an incredible MC, an incredible lyricist. But I have ADHD, so when I was a kid, I had no control over it. I would get, if you looked at me wrong, I was fucking you up. If you said something crazy, I was fucking you up. And one day he said, "Why are you so mad?" You know what? Tell me why you're so mad. So I explained the story.
Use words, yeah.
But then he said, no, write it down.
Okay.
And I was like, well, he was like, write it down. So he read it. He was like, okay, now make me laugh with it. I'm 6 or 7, like, what the fuck? What?
That's
okay.
dope. That's dope, yeah.
And from there, I just started trying to write how I felt. But also, I realized I would have ideas rushing through my brain. And I just started capturing them in the moment. Yeah, you could catch me walking down the block. I'm trying to get a soda in the corner water. And I would just keep doing that. And year after year, just got better to where I started getting real serious with it. By the time I was 10 or 11, I could freestyle whole songs.
Wow, so you've been spitting rhymes early, huh?
I'll be 31 in maybe, I want to say, what's October 10th? A week and a half away, maybe 2 weeks away. I'll be 31. I've been rhyming since I was 6 years old. That's 2.5 decades. If they say, are you supposed to put your 10,000 hours in?
Yeah.
You're supposed to put your 10,000 hours
No
in.
doubt. That's the SU play, right?
Yeah. I want you to start the
This
record.
is off your new...
Yes, sir. Wait, we
fuck?
got to bring it back real quick. If I'm going to do this,
let's do it.
I'm going to do this right.
I'm going to put the album cover right here so y'all can
I'm going
see
to do
it.
this right. Before I get into anything, especially
Dru Gunn's Freestyle Drive, yeah.
Guns in the building, man. ITSA, y'all don't see the hat, but you know what it is. Shout out RTR, man. Roundtable.
That's what the album was released on, right? RTR Roundtable Records?
Roundtable Records,
nice,
y'all know the vibes.
Shout out Intel, yeah.
Shout out Intel, man. I gotta have my little personal moment of silence real quick and rest in peace. Moms, this one's for you. Let's get into it. MOMMA. Let's go.
Bring me back.
Like I want to start the record over. Guns. I want you to start the record over. They want you to start the record over. Guns. They want you to start the record over. This one go out to mama. You know you raised me to be great. And all I see is the heaven gates in your face. Yeah, I could write these rhymes every day. But anyway, I just need you to understand. If it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't stand on two like a man. So baby girl, in the sky's where I see you at. Meaning you fly like the jets that they buy off that product. In the streets that they pitch on up. See, mommy raised me to be way too wise for y'all stuff. See, mommy raised me to be way too fly with my birth. See, mommy raised me to be way too platinum on my birth. I hope the Joes raised you this way. I hope the Joes raised you this way. Let's go to mama, y'all. I hope the Joes raised you this way. I hope the Joes raised you this way. Let's go to mama, y'all. M-O-M-M, go. M-O-M-M-A, go. M-M-A-L.
Yeah.
Hey queen, you look in my face. I know what you see. You see your prince, he a great. You know what I see? I see the heaven in your eyes. I see the fake exposed. I see the love through the lies. I see the fact that you are the you in our verse. So that's why I'm speaking this, you in our verse. I wonder if you realize, baby, you are a queen. And I know life bring you down, but you gon' shine, I mean shine. See what I do with these rhymes is show you there's greatness in your eyes, catch the vibe. Ma, you know that you numero uno, for you let them things go. I hope the Joes raised you this way. I hope the Joes raised you this way. Let's go to mama, y'all. I hope the Joes raised you this way. I hope the Joes raised you this way. Let's go to mama, y'all. I hope the Joes raised you this way. 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 I wish that there was more beats so I could let the pain go. Like shots to the morphine every fucking day, yo. Ma, this one's for you, meaning that you rock, baby girl. You the earth, yes girl, you my rock. And it's funny because now I might just talk through a plot. Better yet, it's an urn. See, we sent you in flames because the phoenix only rises when you go through the pain. Shit, sometimes I shed a tear just saying your name. Rest in peace, mama.
Wow, rest in peace, rest in peace. That's Mama off the new album, the re-release, because I don't give a fuck, M-O-M-M-A. Beautiful tribute, my brother. I know, because your mother passed away recently.
Very recently, August 10th to be exact. My mother had a almost 10-year battle with 2 forms of cancer that kill 90% of those that get it and beat it 2 to 3 times. To the fact of, doctors said mom's body operated like a 20-year-old. And she kicked its ass for years. She kicked his ass for years. And very recently, in the past 3 or so months, she got sick out of nowhere. And it was like something wasn't right. It was weird. And we went through this back and forth fight with her from a nursing/rehabilitation center, going to Rumsey first, then going to Carmel, then going to SIUH. And finally, she couldn't fight no more. And all you can honestly do in those moments is allow them to take care of them the way they took care of you.
That's a beautiful tribute, my brother. So, your mom got to hear this song actually.
Yes.
She got to hear it before she transitioned.
Yes, she did.
Because this album, we got into it. We got into the song, which is I'm happy because we was in the spirit at the moment, So this album, you recorded this album a few years ago. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I was in the phase of wanting to battle again and shit, but also still make music. And I had a few things lined up, had a battle, didn't go the way I planned. I fucked it up because I shit the bed that night. Meaning, I had everything prepared, and when I got up there, I went back into a real dark place. And when that happens on stage, you shut down as an artist. That happens. I ain't making no bones about it. But in the process of that and before that, a few things happened that set me off. And I was like, fuck it. I gotta get this energy out. And I created, because I don't give a fuck. There's literally each song on there and each spoken word piece on there is a moment in time captured. It's my point of view of a situation. I had a record on there for mama, because you only get one and you realize too late that ends up being your real best friend.
So this happened. This was recorded. You said it was recorded like 3 weekends or so, but it was after a battle rap.
It was after a few different events.
Okay.
Well, during.
I hear you. During that whole
There's a
time.
song on there called "Cause I Don't Give a Fuck." That was recorded after an event.
Why'd you name it that? Is that in reference to Eminem?
No,
at all.
It was just because I've been putting out music for so long, whether it be freestyle, singles, and it's just like you come to a point where you want everybody's attention, or you want everybody to tune in, but then you realize if you ain't your own fan, nobody's gonna rock with you. So it was like, yo, I got to create this music for me. My opinion is what matters. Everybody else's could go left. I don't give a fuck. Then I was sitting there and I was like, what's a good title? And somebody asked me, yo, what's your reason for putting out music like you've been putting out? Because I don't give a fuck.
When you were recording it at the time, your intention was to release it at the time as a mixtape, as an album?
It was it was broken down as my debut album, but it was really recorded in my line as an EP to get ready to gear towards a full project. That's why there's not that many records on it. I kept it real simple. You could listen. It could be something that you ride to.
And what about production? Who do you use your main producer? Do you
Oh
go
man,
into
we
the
had
beats, or what do you do? Yeah.
we had the bro Crims. Shout out Crims, man. That's my guy. We had 90s Culture. There's a few other producers offhand. I haven't read my track list in a while, so it's just we had a collective. Let's say that we were able to find and work with and have a bond with amazing groups of producers, like amazing. And they helped me create this scape without even realizing it. This soundscape that ended up being a gem in mine and other people's opinions. I've heard people compare these records to top tier lyricists in the game, like the Lupes, the Nas's, the Black Dogs, the J's, the M's. It's
the album is definitely fire. I mean, Intel, part of Second Generation, we work with him closely. He's on the album. Second Generation was on the album. He must have felt really strong about this project to re-release it.
True.
Under his label.
He was he had a special love for it. Like, I loved it, but I was also in such a creative space where it was like, I'm going to love you, but I'm going to love you here. I got to keep going. He was more so
Can somebody love your project more than you love it?
In a sense, yes, but ultimately no. Meaning, you can love it for what it helped you experience, what you went through, where the therapeutic side came from. But somebody can love it on a level of they want it pushed. They need people to pay attention. The reason why I named it, because I don't give a fuck, is because I remembered if I'm not my own fan, no one will.
No doubt.
He loved it in the fact of, no, you people have to pay attention.
Exactly, yeah.
So
he was adamant about it.
Yes.
It has to be get heard by as many people as possible.
Exactly.
I mean, I wonder if this question applies just in general to artists in general. Let's say Lupe, since you mentioned Lupe. Does he feel like do other people love his albums more than because he might have moved on and made a new album? He's working on a new album.
Yes and no. There are albums that he will forever call his baby, but something like a Lasers, he liked it, but there are people that love it because of what he went through in the creation of it. And people don't, music is energy. Energy is the one thing we spend that we can never get back. So you figure, we don't know where the man's headspace was fully. We don't know the type of insane goings through he had happening with this album. I mean, I do because I'm a fan, so I studied. Like, I know when Lasers came out, he was in.
Exactly, I love the album. Yeah.
Label trauma. He had people telling him what he should sound like.
Exactly.
There's records that were his that we don't even realize that are gems. Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars was originally a Lupe Fiasco record.
Oh shit! Okay. I like this. Dropping some facts right here. Nice. Yeah. What else?
What's another one? Nothing on You by B.O.B. Originally a Lupe Fiasco record.
Really?
But because his verses were too much medicine and not enough sugar, which is a method that I love to coin things. Sometimes you gotta give people ice cream for them to take their amoxicillin and shit. I know as a kid, we hated medicine. Yeah, just have some and then you good.
You gotta mix it with something.
Exactly. He was talking too much empowerment on these songs. He was. And they were like, nah, we need it to be different. And he was
too
like,
much, yeah.
He was like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. So they gave the songs.
Then he doubled down and released that mixtape or whatever. That was even like more revolutionary or political. For the people or whatever.
Are you speaking about Enemy to State?
Yeah. Was it Enemy to State? Yeah.
Enemy to State is beautiful. That's about
that project is crazy. Yeah.
I'm proud of him for that.
I mean, mentioning Intel again, was all the beats the same beats y'all used originally when y'all recorded it?
Yes.
So he just remastered.
He went back in. He cleaned it up. He made what needed to be louder. He fixed the enunciations and pronunciations.
Oh, okay.
He went back in and cleaned the vocals and also cleaned the beat because when you are engineering, you're splitting vocals from the actual production.
And now he's at a different level than where he was at the time. Nothing's wrong. We grow, we evolve.
Exactly,
we're students in the
which is
beginning.
Exactly what I felt.
Yeah.
Because he asked me like, "Yo, can I put it back out? And I'm like, bro, we made that. That's both ours as much as it's mine. You want to rock? Go ahead. And he would send it through day by day, sometimes week by week, like, what you think it is? And there was a few times where I was like, nah, we got to do something with that. That has to be fit. And he opened his ear and was like, all right, cool. If you don't like it, then we'll fix it again. That's all I can ask for.
So I know also you've been working on other material as well.
Oh, yeah.
You got the venting sessions.
Oh, yeah, man.
This is part 4 right now?
This is part 4, yes.
The
part
most recent.
5 is going to be my part 2, my personal series.
So what are you venting about?
Life.
Okay.
Life. And the goings on of life. But at the same time, also my point of view with the shit that I don't put a lot of light into. So you'll hear records on there that kind of sound newish, where there's a record on there that's a drill beat, but it came off a real situation. I got records on there about relationships. I got records on there about depression. I got records on there about all the stages of depression and also battling your demons. I was venting a lot. Quarantine made me have to really face myself. Sometimes that's not easy. But when you have your therapy and you got the music, sometimes you talking about your situation helps others.
So is session 5 going to be more pandemic related, or is session 4 really the pandemic?
Session 4 was me battling my demons. Session 5 is called the realignment.
Okay.
If you listen to the entire venting session, you'll understand why it's called the realignment. It ends going into that. This one is gonna be upbeat but real, and I got so much more to talk about. Like I just said, I mean, I just went through an amazing tragedy that hurts and is taking some healing, but also gave me a different perspective. So I gotta,
the passing away of your mother.
Yeah, that can help a lot of people. Also, getting to the point where in my relationship, marriage is now on the brain, and engagement, different perspective. Children, different perspective. Now I'm leveling up in life. Now I can still give you the fun, but I'm also going to be able to give you the real. And as I grow, you're going to grow with me.
So is there more maturity, you would say, in it overall?
Yeah, but I'm still going to have my fun,
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to have them one records on there that I'm going to make you want to dance your pain away on certain songs. Let's see how people deal with something like that.
So do you mostly write about personal issues from what I'm getting, or
no?
Even if
Honestly, I record in the moments, but also I'm at a point with my artistry in myself where, because I don't write, it gives me more freedom to create, especially when I'm on features. People will send me a beat and say, hey, this is the concept, and their verses will be done, but I'll hear something different. I also don't just rhyme regularly. Like, I've really studied music to a degree to where when I'm rhyming, you may not catch sometimes that I'm rhyming to something completely different in the instrument. Where somebody like, wait a minute, I didn't even hear that. Then you hear it and you're like, oh, it comes from, craft. They say you're supposed to put in 10,000 hours. Well, with 25 years into my craft, I'd say I put near 1 million.
Okay, wow, yeah, well, you've been rhyming. You counting all the early years and everything?
Counting everything, because I really had to rap. I had to battle my brother and his friends. You think they took it easy on the 6-year-old? Nope, I was getting 30'd out. They was washing me. But it would make you, dealing with them and dealing with his circle, because back in the day, my brother was part of a group out here on the island named Hard Knock Entertainment. They were on Flex. They performed for Hot 97.
Okay.
They were about to be them dudes. So I had to grow up around people with not just a skill in rhyming, but a skill in business. And understanding.
They was taking it serious, the art form and the business aspect of it,
That it was real. And because of that, there was nobody was taking it easy on me. Oh, you want to rap? Come sit in the car now. I'm sitting in the car at 10, surrounded by rappers from 14 to 18, washing me. Oh, you could freestyle? Rapping about me being able to freestyle, so where I had to learn how to rebuttal. I had to learn how to really fight the wolves off. Now I'm at the point where you put all that into a creative space, and I would say I'm at a limitless point right now.
Do you enjoy the battle rap more than sitting down and writing songs?
I enjoy lyricism. I enjoy using words to invoke feelings. It don't even have to necessarily be complicated word wizardry all the time. But I bet you when you hear a record of mine especially, something gonna hit you. always gonna hit you. You're gonna call me and be like, yo,
What'd you say?
how did
Did you say, yeah.
What? That's the point of hip hop for me. It always has been. When I learned my first hip hop song at 3, OPP by Naughty by Nature. I don't know many 3-year-olds that could spit you OPP, but I knew it did something to me. I knew when that came on, my crib was going crazy. Literally, I was in the crib still, going crazy, losing it, learning the words, bopping to it. If that did that to me, I'm supposed to do that for everybody else.
I hear you. Nice.
Carry on tradition.
No doubt. You want to continue that. Yeah.
Of course.
So, Venting Session 5 coming out soon. What is soon? 2021?
2022.
2022. Okay.
2022. I'm
Nice.
gonna take a moment. I'm gonna get right mentally. I'm back in the gym. Get right with life. And I'm gonna go in the studio, and whether it be in one day, which has been done before, or a weekend, or 2 or 3 weeks, it depends on what creative space I'm in at the rate that I create. Because I've created whole projects in a day.
So, what is this I'm reading that you don't write?
I don't write.
Is that for all your music or just
All of
certain
my
projects?
music. I don't write. I write in here, and I edit in here, and I proofread in here, and I rewrite in here. It's not necessarily to say that I still don't write pen and pad. I just don't use those.
I hear you.
Because I have books still that are filled to the brim. It might be random words on a paper. Yes, no, maybe, bacon, ice cream. People look at it like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? But then when you hear that flipped into a subject, you're
Okay.
like, what?
So that's a little aid that you use, a couple of words?
Not even.
Oh, okay.
I literally, when I'm in the studio, it's out of nowhere.
Where'd you develop that from? Is that from the battle days?
That's that's from my brothers. That's
Okay.
from really, there was a point where I was doing so much that it was hard to actually still have time to sit and write, and I would just remember bars and never use them, but I can recall things from 10, 15 years ago. Like I remember when I first got back into it around 14, 15, and I was stuck on a punchline that went, it ended in, I got so many bullets, I'm proof. And that stuck with me because I was like, ooh, got so many bullets, I'm proof. And then you sit there and somebody was like, now make it better. I thought that was a 10. They were like, that's a 7, but you can make it better. And then I had to start flipping that line, so I would write it and flip it. No, that don't feel right. I would go ride my bike randomly. I'd walk, because I used to live in Southgate and on the island. Those that are on the island know Southgate. Y'all know the vibes, heavy on the SG shit. I would walk through the whole neighborhood just talking to myself, bopping. People would be like, oh, he's definitely crazy, or maybe he has a disability. I'm like, nah, I'm just creating, bro, my fault. There was a point where whenever you saw me, I had on headphones and either my cell phone or iPod, where I was just bopping, talking to myself. That's where it came from. Those moments where I'm just in my zone is when I'm really creating, and from there comes all this amazing art that pops out.
All right, you ready to freestyle?
Yeah, let's go.
Should I get everything ready?
Let's go.
All right.
I got some things to say.
No doubt. Freestyle Drive, Dru Gunn's in the car with me today. We about to get into the freestyle session right now. We talked about,
you know, still think y'all can fuck with me, just watch this. I'll put you back where you need to be.
You ready, Guns?
Let's go, man. Oh, it's me, nigga, it's Guns. Oh, it's me, nigga, it's Guns. Oh, it's me, nigga, it's... My nigga, why you acting like a bitch? No, better yet, tuck your ovaries in. Here's the second coming. I begun with a fire just like the Phoenix running. Wait, what? It got wings, so how the Phoenix running? It's not fucker, taking flight, I can take a life. I'm with air life, like 5%ers, they preach the right. Break them down with left, you see these rhymes and it take your life. I'm passionate right, like that Christ movie. But I'm also not accurate and I shoot just like Uzi. That little virtue do will really send you vertical. The horizontal tool, I put you out of shape for option. If you pick the opposition, then you get the box position. Meaning that you lay flat, adios, no say back. I wonder if the boy we talking to you two is crucial too. Damn, I had to take another goof to school. Some niggas feel like magic school bus and such. You shrinking down and I'm still gonna crush you up. Like Adderall, break away and add it all. The matador and the bullshit I carry on. These rappers just be rapping and it's funny cause when you take away bars, it's all about their money. Chain effect, huh? Breaking necks, huh? Trying to step, huh? Big step, it's the Punisher, literally, lyrically. Niggas be fearing me, honestly. Entities get bodied by me on the... Now I could break you down 3.5, that's half a week, get it? The math, man of feet, that boy ill with the verbs in the speech. If we need to meet you, these feet in the street, or lay hella flat like bus lane concrete. Don't get chalked out for your speech. Better respect when you hear this boy go beast. If not the set, put these niggas under the the grass. They say it's greener on the other side, but it's dimensions between us. The other side got you sitting with Jesus, and you gon' tuck your pride. If the training wheels ain't on, you ain't built to ride. I smack a lion's fur just to shake his pride, or pelt out a wolf just to break him down, or go grizzly on bears. See, I'm around the forest mine, nigga, king style. The forest mine, nigga, king style. I break you down on the Ave like forest rounds. See, that's an island ball for niggas, but also you tiki, meaning the torch on your set. Oh, you gon' believe me, either not or get three, like you holding genie. Nah, dog, speak to ghosts, like you with a Ouija. But your brother with the pipe like Luigi. Whoa, that boy flow way too different, and the pictures that I paint, they way too vivid. And I cross off enemies, I'm way too Christian. If there is a conflict, then it's God you sit with. Bars over names, or bars over fame, or these bars ain't a game, but it feel like Pong, get it? Bars ain't a game. Anyway, motherfucker, I've been here to change brains. Better yet, I change frames. Better yet, you change lanes. Better yet, I reconstruct car crash, break frames. Damn, that boy nice with his verbals. If I submerge you, you don't come up. You're on the earth, dude. This is Megalodon season. See, I control the sea. See, what I do to a beat is take it to a mausoleum. Now that shit is weak. If you need your jaws, don't open up your teeth. Cause when you can't speak, oh yeah, you can't eat. And little Bo Peep, I hold a chopper for the sheep and knock the wolf out his... Don't play around with me.
Damn.
A bit of a different nigga when I'm spitting. Y'all hear the rhythm, Fire Squad, no existence.
Dru Guns. Yeah, Freestyle Drive. Killed that, my man. I know you can go on and on and on. I know. Guns got bars for days.
Guns.
Man. That was amazing, man. Woo.
I said,
because I don't give a fuck is out now. Yeah.
Oh man,
so,
shout out J. Cole.
Yeah, no doubt. That was dope, man.
Appreciate
so where can
you,
people find you online?
Oh man, Guns / Matter of fact, let me pull it up so I don't fuck it up. I be fucking it up.
Let's do it.
I'm not the online dude. I'm not the. So if you go to FB, where everybody go, you can catch me at. Oh wait, see, I'm fucking up again. You can catch me at. Where the fuck did the Facebook icon go? Wow. My phone says, "Shut up, I do what I want, bitch." Heard you, phone. I'm sorry. When you're on FB, you will go to Dru Gunn.
Dru Guns. DRUGUNN.
That's it.
S.
Nope.
$sign now.
DRUGUN. Let me throw to the camera so y'all can see.
Show them. Dru Gunn.
Right? So that's FB. Which I don't know if people will be using heavy anymore.
Not as much, yeah.
Then we go to Instagram. The gram is where like you could be off for a minute, then come back and get your whole situation re-popping. So I fuck with the gram a little bit. The gram is like that kid that got punished during the school year and they pull up in the summer and it's like, oh,
he's popping out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's definitely Instagram. Thank you, Instagram, for being low-key lit. And when we go to Instagram, you go to guns_Cole. And you're gonna find everything that you need.
No doubt.
And those that's looking for features, I'll tell you my price when you email me, but the email is acc.emcee@gmail.com. Just know, if you're working with me, you getting a one-on-one. Nobody can give you this because this is created specifically for you.
Nice.
Guns.
That's dope. Guns, Dru Guns, yeah. New project, because I don't give a fuck. That's cuz IDGAF.
Yep.
The acronym for it. Venting Sessions 4 is out now. You dropped that in 2021?
I dropped that in 2021, man.
Nice.
Venting session. That was I got two babies at the moment.
No doubt.
This is super duper.
That's dope. You feeling good right now?
I feel great. I feel great.
His name is popping right now.
I've always been a guy, but now I'm that guy, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
You got a lot of material out now. Check out both albums out now. All right. Thank you, my brother Dru Gunn. The freestyle was amazing. That was dope as hell. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Check him out online. I'm gonna have all his info in the description.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for rocking with me. Freestyle Drive, Lebanese Ether. Peace, y'all.
Doses.